Hey, Brandy, how are you? It's really weird. My chat is acting bizarro. Oh, come on. All right, let's see if I can tag people. Hey, Chew, how are you, sweetheart? Alright, let's see. I tried to tag some people to see how that works. Hello, hello, hello. It is just me today. Or at least at the moment. I hope everybody is doing well. We're going to wait for some people to get in. I am literally working out of boxes, so whatever's in the box is what I'm going to show. And we'll do pricing based on that. I have some stuff that's going on, but most likely we're not going to go over that until Thursday. So, yay, yay, yay. I have dogs that are like bouncing around and everything. Hey, Miss Marilyn, how are you? All right. First off, I am working on shipping. I had to, my printer broke. Well, the toner thing and everything, so I had to order that. So, we will be hopefully back up and running on shipping first thing tomorrow. But unfortunately, the toner cartridge to print my labels, I didn't have that. It went literally 2 labels in. It is what it is. I'm not going to get myself upset. It is what it is. But I have a bunch of boxes ready to go, so yay. Thank you, Miss Doty. I greatly appreciate it. Also, I might, well, we'll talk about that on Thursday. I gotta see what's happening. My brain is going a mile a minute, and it's not helping any. We're just gonna show some pieces and see how it goes today. How does that sound? How about I let all the other craziness behind me stay behind me? All right. I just gotta. Okay. All right. So I got a bunch of $3 stuff that I already pulled out that's on the table. We're gonna start with this. As I said, I'm just going from box to bin. Thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate it so very, very much. You guys, look. I'm in limbo on some stuff here, and there's not much I can do. But part of the problem is that I paid for some stuff, thinking I was getting it shipped to me, and I'm not talking like, a few $100s. I paid into it a few $1,000s, and now the stuff is not coming, and I don't know where it's coming from, when it's coming, if I'm getting the money back, if they're, what is going on. It's all legal red tape. So I'm stuck in a holding pattern, and that has really affected me as far as what I can do, because that's money that's just locked up. I don't know what's going on, and it is stressing me out like crazy. So all I can do is what I normally do, and that's just kind of keep chugging along, hopefully. 524395. So also, we still do not have sticks. Went back to Walmart to get sticks, and they were sold out. So I have to work without sticks until hopefully they'll be recouped by Thursday. Yeah. And again, I have to watch my P's and Q's and what I say, because I cannot. I don't want to put anything on myself. Let's put it that way. I got enough heat coming down on me. I don't need more. I do know this, that I suddenly, originally, I was going to be working with one of these companies, and everything was kosher, and everything was going to go you know what? I'm gonna check to see because I need the smaller ones, not the bigger ones. So there's a dollar store not far from my house. But anyway, um, the all of a sudden I was put on major restrictions, meaning instead of being opened up to the full inventory of what was allowed, I wouldn't be. And every order that I place, I have to literally show every invoice attached to that order, because because they want to make sure I'm not selling to anybody that I'm not allowed to be selling to, if that makes sense. And okay, so you guys kind of know some of what's going on because I don't know all that Michelle has said, but right now, I'm going to tell you, how bad it has gotten, and I don't know why we're targeted, but somebody, this is how sad, and I don't understand people, but today I had 2 cops appear at my door because somebody reported my daughter as selling candy without a permit. She has a legal permit. She has her food safety handling license. She has all of the stuff that she needs to have to be able to do it. But yet, somebody called cops on her anonymously, wouldn't say who it was. And even if they hadn't, even if they had said who it was, they can't tell us who it was. Like, that's fair. They can throw dirt on us and we can't. That's how petty things have become. Now they're coming after family. Don't know why. But the situation has gotten dire in a lot of ways that I don't even understand. And the thing is that I'm not closing my doors. They're not going to force me. Nothing they can do except take away one aspect of it. It's just, yeah, it's one thing after another. It literally is. It's, it went from, yeah, all we need is this to, okay, submit this. Now you can only do this thing and this it's like jumping through hoops. And I don't know what God we have pissed off. Where, who or what it's gotten, yeah, it's sad. Because, obviously Nikki's just starting it up and running. And before she even put up the website, when she first did the candies, yeah, we sold them to a few friends, a few people, just to see if it was something to do. And then she did go get, she's had a food permit license because she worked at like a Jamba Juice, not a Jamba Juice, what was Smoothie Kit. Okay, she worked there, so she's always had a food permit license. So now it was just a matter of getting the permit to sell out of the house, which she did. Literally not that big of a deal, didn't take too long to do, and all good. But why would somebody, I don't get it. I don't. So, I'm helping her figure out why somebody is targeting her, but at the same time, it's like we have a big target on my back too, and all kinds of stuff going down that I don't understand. I don't. And I'm not naming names, I'm not naming companies, I'm not naming people, I'm not saying anything. It's just right now, we're in a bad way. And I'm asking you guys to be patient because I've been doing this long enough to know that, you know what, I'll come out of it on the other side. I've been in worse situations. I got my family and I got all you guys. And you guys I consider part of my family too. People do suck. They do. It's like they know you're struggling or you're down. They're going to kick you when you're down. And then clearly, what do you want? Why do you always come to me? Go get your mom. Tell your mom you want to go out. Where's your mom? Go find her. You hear my dog? My dog wants to go out. All right. I got to let the dogs out because if I don't, They're going to drive me insane the whole time. They must have heard me start talking and realized, hey, oh, mommy came. Sorry, dear. I said sorry.
Frontal.
Yeah.
For my registration with the health department to go there.
Okay.
I got my certification.
Yeah.
Got my permits.
Yeah.
They handed it
And what do you need for that? Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, karma will come back. You know, I'm going to tell you, I took money, household money, just to make sure that I could cover things on the business end, and it turned around and bit me in the butt. So it is what it is. But you know what? We're here to have some fun and enjoy the day. I'm going to be on and off, because at some point I'm going to stop, get my dinner set up to go in the oven, and then come back on, because I can only talk for so long. So we're going to do that. Right now, like I said, I'm working out of boxes. These are $3 items. These are items that are mine. So if you have bonus bucks, you may use them. Okay? This is going to be our first piece up today. Thankfully, my daughter came. This is... Oh, Nikki! You are such a perfect friend. It is 524395, and it's our little one with her kitty. Her hair looks like it's blowing in the wind. Let me show you the back of her. Nick, come and get this other computer set up for me. I forgot to. 524395. You are such a perfect friend. What, honey?
All you gotta do is hit the on button.
Yeah, but you gotta turn the TV on and everything. How do bonus bucks work? Okay. Amy, I don't think you have bonus bucks. I think you have loyalty points from the website. Bonus bucks are, which I haven't done in a while. Bonus bucks are, I sell them on here. It's, you pay $100 up front. Now, mind you, you cannot have an open, like a regular open invoice. You have to pay those off. But if you pay $100 and you get $125 credit, and then it just works off your invoices. So, like, let's say Gloria, she buys two, so she spends $200. She gets $250 in credit, and then as she buys stuff, it just. Carol B said hi, Nikki.
Oh, I said hello.
Nikki said hi. As she buys stuff, it just knocks down on those. Her invoices will, well, in your case, it would be through PayPal, would zero out until you've used all your bonus bucks, and each thing would show credit. This is how much you have left in bonus bucks, and that's how it works. I will not use them on outstanding invoices because that's not really fair to me, but that's how it works. I have not done bonus bucks in a while because I tried to keep the bonus bucks within a certain range. And people have been using them and knocking them down, but because we weren't on for a while, it kind of threw us off. Whoops, wrong thing. I'm trying to see where. See? Yeah, because I don't want to owe too many people too much. Okay, but it literally, it's like, if you. Oh, God. I'll be praying for you, sweetheart. Hey, Miss Noemi, how are you? Okay. Go through it, Noemi. If anything's broken, let me know. We'll get it straightened out for you, okay? Look, you guys, clearly there are people that I owe pieces to, that are missing, or money to, one by one. If it takes me 3 months, I will make sure everybody is zeroed out and we're up to date. I'm not gonna Yeah, I'm not gonna, if there's something that was broken, or if there's something, I will take care of it. If there's something missing, I will take care of it. We've done a lot of feeds, and we're trying to get ourselves, hey, Miss Marietta, trying to get ourselves back on an even keel so we can get everybody straightened out. All right, this is our next one up. This is the story of God's love. Okay. This one is 15784. Again, it's going to be $3. These have boxes as of right now, so you guys know. 15784. The story of God's love. It is $3. Miss Karen Tucker, you did get that last one. Thank you very much. I did not yet, Wendy. Unfortunately, I had a few problems with craziness going on at my end. Let me clarify that. Hey, Tammy, it's one of the boxes that was going to go today. It is packed, popcorn, sealed, just needs to be labeled. Unfortunately, my printer thing broke today, so I ordered the cartridges through Amazon, and I'm hoping oh my God. Why is yours taking so long? I ship Tammy M's to Virginia all the time. This is 15784, the story of God's love. For the amount that they charge you for UPS, hey Tiffany, for these boxes that we're shipping, I don't understand how it is taking as long as it takes. Okay, I get it when they say, it could take 5 days. Okay, 5 days. Not it could take 3 days and it turns out to be 8 or 9. That's insane. That is the story of God's love. It is $3. I think almost everything I have is going to be boxed today, at least for right now. One second. Need my Kleenex over here. Okay. I am hoping upon hope, if everything works out right, by Thursday, I'm going to have a lot of this stuff gone, because most of these now are, hi Robert, most of these now are in bigger boxes, or are in boxes, so I'll be able to send them in a bigger box. When they're loose, it makes me very nervous to send them in bigger boxes. But most of these guys are. Amy B, you did get that last one. Okay. All right. This one is 12459, again $3. And this one is What'll I Do Without You? Well, no, like I said, it's packed, sealed, popcorn sealed, set to go. Just need to do the label. 12459. What'll I Do Without You? And it is $3. Okay. Sorry for all the noise of the paper. All right. Anything that doesn't go is going right in a box to be stored for right now until whenever. All right. I'm going to tell you, a lot of these pieces were never opened. Thanks, Casey. I appreciate it, because sharing on my end doesn't always work. Okay, This one is tied up for the holidays. 527580. And again, it is $3. Hey, Arlene. 527580. Tied up for the holidays. I always try to get these in as close to their original sealing as possible. Don't always do it, but I try to. Okay. Give me a second. I want to go in here. And you know what I'm going to do is, it dawned on me, it's probably smarter if I type them in as I go. Let me put the phone over here where it goes. Get rid of that. Okay. And that one is... Okay. That is that one, and this one is... yeah, it's probably the smartest thing if I add them now, because if I add them later, I'm going to have to look up names. So... perfect. Okay. Alright. I might have to turn off my heater behind us. Alright, so the last one I showed was the tied up for the holidays. And that one is 527580. It is $3. And we have Harleen on that. Okay. All right. This one is, have you any room for Jesus? It is 261130. And that is, have you any room for Jesus? She's got a busy, busy calendar there. Harleen, you did get the tied up for the holidays? Have you any room for Jesus? 261130. Casey, your box is also ready to go out. I am literally gotta wait till my printer toner cartridge thing comes in tomorrow. Alright, this one is gonna go over here. Okay. This one is, this is your day to shine, E2822. Hey, Sonia. Oh, I don't blame you. Some of you guys have been waiting a while, and that's on me. That is our This Is Your Day to Shine, E2822. Okay, and that's our little one with the kitty up there, the dog, and lots of messes going on. That is This Is Your Day to Shine. Okay. Alright, that's that one. Alright, this one is Loving PM 932. And I know I have at least two of these. This one is Loving PM 932. And that is Loving. Miss Amy B, you got our This Is Your Day to Shine. Let me put that in. Okay. This is his little treasure, PM 931. That is his little treasure, PM 931. Again, $3. I'm going to try, almost all of these are going to be in the $3 range, at least right now. And that's where she's digging and she finds the sand dollars. PM 931. Put that in. Okay. Alright, this is one of our anniversary pieces. This is our 40-year anniversary. Hey, Miss Margie, this is God Bless Our Years Together with So Much Love and Happiness. This is the 40-year one. This is E2859. And again, $3. That is E2859. And that one is 40 years. Okay. Miss Amy, you did get the last one. Alright, let's see what I got in this next box. Now, some of these I have multiples on, but they're in two different boxes, so they may come up twice. This is a special chime for Jesus, 524468. Okay. This is a special chime for Jesus. Hey, Dora, how are you, sweetheart? Hey, Miss Marge. E524468, a special chime for Jesus. Okay. All of these again have boxes right now. Also crying out loud. Hang on, I gotta try and fix the lid to, there we go. Alright. Last one did go to Miss Carole. Hey, Delyn, how are you? And that one is 524468. Alright, get another one. Put this over there. This is on this side. Okay, I get some more. This is a prince of a guy. Okay. Nope, I will take it off. Not a problem. That's this one. Okay. This is a prince of a guy. 526037. If more than one person comes in, I am doing the spinning wheel, so you guys know. That's why Nikki started everything for me. This is a prince of a guy. 526037. Okay. Miss Dora, you did get the last one. Oh, you don't have to be sorry. I'd rather you tell me now than, you know, later and I have to go through boxes and look for it. It's fine. Okay. This one went to Miss Dora. Okay. This one is Pretty as a Princess. And that's our little girl dressed as a little princess. Nobody came in for a prince of a guy. That's going back in a box. This one is 526053. Yeah, 053. And that is Pretty as a Princess. Prince of a Guy can go back. Let me put these over here. Um, okay. You want the Prince of a Guy too, Dora? All right, you got both of them. Thank you. All right, next up. Let me do this one. This is You Fill the Pages of My Life. Okay, thank you. This is 530980. That is You Fill the Pages of My Life. 530980. That is so loud crinkling. Okay. Hey, Jennifer. Okay. All right. And then the next one is sharing. We already had loving. This one is sharing. Oh, don't do that. You guys, that makes me so nervous. PM942. That is sharing. PM942. Okay. I am going to spin for You Fill the Pages of My Life. So give me 1 second because I have to go to the other side. Okay. So we had Dora and we had Mr. Lynn. Oh, I hate computers sometimes. Oh, Nick. Jennifer, I did not ship. I was going to ship today, but my toner cartridge ran out. So, unfortunately, I can't print anything. But I ordered it through Amazon. It's supposed to be here tomorrow. So, I will make sure that it gets shipped out tomorrow. I have like I must have 15 or 20 boxes ready to go. Unfortunately, I did not know I was that low on toner. I've actually thought I had another one. Dora and Dylan. Okay. Okay. I will, dear. This is You Fill the Pages of My Life. Command is going to Miss Dora. Okay. And Jennifer, you did get our sharing. I also have loving. Well, that I showed already. This one is The Lord Will Provide. And there goes the styrofoam. Damn it. Okay. This is 523593. You're welcome. This is The Lord Will Provide. Five two three five nine three. Hang on, because I dropped my styrofoam over there. I have two on The Lord Will Provide. Here's the second one, so yay. That is 523593. $3. We have two. Okay, perfect. Okay. Next. Okay, this is the Sweetest Club Around, B0103. This is a charter member piece. That's why it's 01, otherwise it would be, yep, otherwise it would be 0003. This is the Sweetest Club Around. Okay. That is the Sweetest Club Around. 0103. Tammy and Amy, you will both get our The Lord Will Provide. Okay. All right, let me grab. I think we just did most of these, so. This is, but the greatest of these is love. 527688. This is, but the greatest disease is love. 527688. And I'm trying to get so you can read her little thing. It says, Dear Santa, she wants a doll house, a hula hoop. Let me type in the last one. All right, Jennifer, you did get the sweetest club around. Thank you. Okay. All right, this one. Give me 1 second. Let me move these out of my way. Pants. Okay, you are so welcome. All right, I need to go over here. Let's pull you over. Okay, this is a universal love. 527173. That is a universal love. 527173. Okay. Okay, that's that one. This is Oh Holy Night. And this one is 522546. And that is Oh Holy Night. Okay. No, that one, I know which one you're talking about. That one you can only buy through the chapel, I believe. I know which the piece is because when I went down to the reunion this year, I bought it for somebody here. And that one you can only get it at the chapel. I don't even think they have it on the website. Okay. No problem. Yeah, I forget the name. What does it look like? It's a yellow camper and it's got Cubby Bear and let's see if I can look it up using the database. It's a database you can search for items using keywords. So I'm going to put in camper. See if that comes up. Here it is. Making memories one campsite at a time. Let me flip to sources and I'll pull it up so you guys see what she's talking about. Hang on one second. This is it. This is the one she's talking about. Yep, this is the one. There's the name of it and the number 259006. This just came out in 2025. It is limited to 400 pieces, so I would check with them on it. And then Jennifer, you wanted this one, right? Wait, if it comes, there it is. Is this the one you were talking about, Jennifer? This one is limited to 3,000 pieces. I think those were the ones you guys were talking about. Okay. Let me go back. Now, Jennifer, did you check on Precious Moments website? Because they may still have it available. Because that one didn't come out that long. Whoa, excuse me. That came out in 2022. So when they have like 3,000 pieces, and because they're more expensive, sometimes it takes a while. Unless it's a Disney. If it's a Disney, forget about it. Hey, Miss Sherry. Okay. Alright, so our 546, which was our last one we showed, Oh Holy Night, is going to Miss Jennifer. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. Yeah, unfortunately, all I can say is worth a try or send them an email or something. I don't know if they're still selling because I don't know what renovations they're doing because they might still, accept phone orders and stuff like that. Yeah, I didn't even know they were planning on closing for renovations. So 526193. This is You Suit Me to a T. Normally I do this one for a little bit more, but I'm keeping in the $3 theme. This is You Suit Me to a T. 526193. And that's the girl golfer, I believe. Wait, let me double check. Yeah, that's the little girl. She's got bows in her hair. Okay. All right. Next. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was like somebody told me. I don't know that they had posted it. I heard nothing of it. But like I said, there's a lot of things that are transitioning and different now. So, um, okay. This one is Happy Easter, friend. 521906. That is Happy Easter, friend. Give me 1 second. Oh, they hung up. 521906. And that's our little one. The little frog is sitting on the egg. I don't know if you guys could tell that. Holding the flower behind his back. This is another one that... Hey, Miss Carlene, how are you? Okay. Let me type that. Nobody came in for You Suit Me to a T, so... And that is 521906. Alright, we'll do the spinny wheel for our Happy Easter friend in a few minutes. Alright, this one is Happiness is Belonging. That is Happiness is Belonging. B0008. And it's our little clown holding the little balloon. You did? Well, welcome to the show. I hope this helps relax you. And B0008, Happiness is Belonging. Okay. Alright. We are going to spin for our Happy Easter friend in just a second. Let me type this in. Okay. All right. We have Amy and Carlene on that. And again, my computer turned off. Okay. There we go. Come on, mouse. There we are. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Okay, this is for Happiness is, or not Happiness, a Happy Easter friend. And that is going to Miss Carlene. Okay, and then Jennifer, I have you for our happiness is belonging. Alright, this one is in his time. PM 872. Give me 1 second. I'm on live feed. What's wrong? Okay. Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh. Okay, so what do I have to do? Okay, good. All right. Okay, hang on a second. Hang on. Sorry, guys. Okay, that didn't go. What did you use? Hold on. Oh my God, I'm gonna kill my kids. John, give me 1 second. You guys, I'm so sorry. There was 0 in there. All right, I just put that in there so that it should work. Okay? Okay. All right, love you. Bye. Why? Okay. This was the in his time. This is PM 872. Okay? And it's our little one just waiting for that plant to pop up and grow. Always something that is in his time. This one I believe I have several multiples on. PM 872. Okay, let me put that in. PM 872. Okay, perfect. Next one up is, I think we just did this one, but he walks with me. As I told you, on this one, there were multiples and they weren't all in the same box. So this one is He Walks With Me, 107999. It's our little He Walks With Me. Casey, you did get in his time. That one I know for a fact I have multiples of in their boxes. This was a special limited edition. It is 107999. It's an Easter seal one. That is He Walks With Me. You're welcome, sweetie. Thank you. Oh, all right, let's see. I'm gonna use this one. Next up. Next up. Okay. And then 10799. Okay. Oh, crap. Oh, really? All right. Next one up is Walk in the Sunshine. And that is 524212. Carlene, I have you on the He Walks With Me. Thank you very much. This one is 524212. And that is Walk in the Sunshine. 524212. Okay. I don't know why I put that over there. This one is Our Club is So Delicious. And PM 962. And she does have her straw, so yay. Walk in the Sunshine, I got you, Miss Carlene. Thank you. This is Our Club is So Delicious. PM 962. Okay. It's a cute one. There are a lot of really cute ones in these older pieces. Alright, now this one is the special, the spring early release. Okay, there are 2 releases of this one. This is Who's Gonna Fill Your Shoes. This is the one without pennies. When they released them regularly, they had the pennies on them. This is the early release one. Okay. This is 532061. And it does have the S after it. And this is the little boy version of Who's Gonna Fill Your Shoes. 532061S. Five, 2061S. Got it. Okay. Alright, we'll pull for that one in a minute. This one didn't go, so let me move it out of the way. This is Growing in Grace. This one is age 3. That is Growing in Grace, age 3. And this is 136220. One, 36220. Okay. Okay. I have not had Who's Gonna Fill Your Shoes in a while, but if you give me a second, I will look for you. Okay, let me check. 532061. Okay. Control age 532. Okay. Take over here. Wrong thing. This one. Control F. 532061. Okay. Alright, Jessica, Joy. Yeah, it shows you got it, Casey. You got it on 12/16. So yeah, it's got to be in your box. Okay. You are good then. Then that one will go to Carlene. Because it must be in your box and I didn't even realize it. I didn't even realize that I showed you that not that long ago. Shows you I showed a lot of pieces. Okay, this was the last one we showed. This is our Growing in Grace, age 3. No problem, sweetheart. Now you know why I try and record everything. Is because I can't remember. I show way too many things to even realize when I've showed stuff and when I haven't. This is Surrounded with Joy. I think this one is the boy. That's the Who's Gonna Fill Your Shoes? The 061S. The spring release one. It's, if you need the full number, 532061S. Okay, this one is our Surrounded with Joy, the boy. E0506. Where's my marker? Ah. Nope, that's fine. I totally get it. Hey, Miss Maggie. How are you? For anybody who's jumping out late, I have a bunch of boxes that I was shipping, but I ran out of toner. I ordered it from Amazon because I have, I have a toner cartridge thing I need. Hey, Tanya. So I ordered it from Amazon. It should be here tomorrow. I will proceed to ship tomorrow. Although I have like several boxes ready to go. I can't do anything because I can't print. This is E0506. That's Surrounded with Joy. This one is the boy. I hope you are doing well, Miss Tanya. Oh, no, we don't. Because that's right. That's one Casey needed. And you too, Miss Maggie. Okay, we had sharing and loving earlier. This one is caring. This can go on that side. This is PM941. And that's the little one where she's patching up the teddy bear. Oh, Lord. Well, I'll be saying my prayers for you, honey. That everything comes out the right and good. How's your daughter doing? How's your dad doing? Oh, I can imagine. Hey, you guys want to know here, you talk about when it rains and pours for me. I got a letter in the mail yesterday. I was in the hospital 4 nights. I think it was 4 nights I was in the hospital. Meaner than ever. I got a letter from my insurance yesterday. They are not covering the hospital. According to them, I was not running a fever. I did not have high blood pressure, and I was having no problems breathing, so there was no reason for me to be admitted to the hospital. PM941, this one is caring. So they are not going to cover the hospital stay for them taking my gallbladder. They said it could have been done in outpatient. There was no reason for me to be in the hospital. Nice, huh? I know. I didn't even know that was something they could do. Okay. This one is the Caring PM941. I know. They said it should have been outpatient surgery. But the thing is, I understand that, but they had me in the hospital and they had me on antibiotics from the moment I got there until they had the surgery because they said there was an infection. They had to get the infection down to do the surgery. But according to them, I could have been put on antibiotics outside of the hospital and just taking antibiotics from home. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to. I'm clearly going to. Because that's like, but that's what I mean about when it rains and pours. Like the most ridiculous things. It's like, can I get a break somewhere? Just somewhere. Not have to worry about one thing would be nice. What is sad? What is sad is, oh yeah, I owe, before that, my bill was over $4,000. I can imagine what they're going to say I owe now because it's not, yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I agree. Usually they, because clearly, and you can ask people in the hospital, I was not happy about staying. I was like, can't I go home and do this? I didn't even want to stay. They were like, no, we really, maybe because of the other medicine I was on, maybe because the infection was whatever. But the thing is, I like how they say I did not have a fever. I don't run for fevers. I have pneumonia and I have no fever. There's a lot of things that I just don't run a fever. Um, and I never have. Like my kids, clearly I know when they're sick. Because even before I check their temperature, their ears turn red on both of them. Yeah, well, that's not my fault. I'm just like, are you kidding me? All right, nobody came in for Surrounded with Joy. That was the last one I put in. Nobody came in for the last couple pieces. All right, this one is You Can Always Count on Me. Yeah, it's, it's kind of ridiculous that you have, for the amount of money that we pay to insurance. Yes, it comes out of my husband, our insurance for the two of us, through his work, and he only pays part of it. He's not paying the full thing. Is over $1,000 a month, or just under. Maybe it's 9 something a month. Okay, for just the two of us, and his work covers the other half. So you figure it's almost $2,000 a month that we're paying on insurance. And the first time I've used this one, nope, it's disqualified. This is You Can Always Count on Me. 526827. Yeah, it blows my mind. It's like, my husband's like, how do people do it? Yeah. Yeah, it's insane. I fully understand that. It's like, are you kidding me? Every time they want to send you for a test, or anything, it's, where do they think this money comes from? Because it all comes off the deductible until you hit that. All right, this was the last one we showed. You Can Always Count on Me. This is another Easter seal piece, which means it is limited edition. It's a little girl putting money in the piggy bank, and you guys can't tell by the picture, but it's got a little Easter seal on the piggy bank. 526827. All right, next one up is Friends to the Very End. Go here. 526150. This is 526150. This is our Friends to the Very End. And that's our little one pulling out the little duck's feathers, which I'm sure the duck is very happy about. Okay. Take that in. Good luck, sweetie. I'll be praying for you at this end. The CAT scan I can do. It's the MRI one that makes me very uneasy. When I had to have that in the hospital. That was the other thing. This is what I love, okay? Okay, so when I went to the hospital, they did the ultrasound, then they did the CAT scan, then they did the MRI. The ultrasound showed nothing. The CAT scan showed it was a little inflamed, but nothing major that, I thought I was going to go home. When they did the MRI is when they found out that it actually what was going on. So the other two tests were kind of useless. They didn't need them. But the insurance company feels that they should have gone with the results from the from the ultrasound because that was the first test given, and they should have just used those results, which meant I wouldn't have had the surgery, which meant I would have been back in the hospital. But that's how they looked at it. So that tells you a lot. All right, next piece. Oh, what's the dog toy? Okay. They do. Yeah, we when I went in the hospital, I had 2 IVs in one arm and 1 IV in another because one was just to draw blood, one was purely for antibiotics, and the other one was for the fluids they were giving me because I hadn't been able to eat or anything. So yeah, I was so bruised up from everything. All right, next one up is our girl who's going to fill your shoes. And this is 531634. Yup. I was not a happy person at all. Oh, I'm not. Oh, there's no way. Yeah, there's no. Do you know? Now here. This one is the one without the gems. Okay, there are 2 versions of this one. One has little gemstones. This is the one without it. Do you know, and I, God's honest truth, my blood thinner medicine without insurance is $645. With insurance, and I know this because I had to pick it up today, $5.35. 531634. Can you explain to me, if they can sell it for $5.31, why is it $600 for somebody who can't? Because to be honest with you, it's a case of who can afford it. All right, our friends to the very end did go to Miss was it Carlene? I believe it was Carlene. Let me double check. It's on this side. Yes, Carlene, you did get our friends to the very end. All right, let me put that in. To be honest with you, I'm shocked. They got in so much trouble for the whole... I just don't get it. I really don't. They do. It's just that the first time I had to get my medicine, the insurance, there was a mess up with the insurance. And when they told me the price, I told my husband, I said, I can't. Now, mind you, that's per month. $645. It's not like a long every month. And I'm like, there's no way we could afford that. I managed to, they put it through on my husband's insurance, and they approved it. And then we had to change the policy. And honestly, that's why we have insurance. It's just because of that medicine. But like I told my husband, I said, for what we're paying for each month, for them not to be covering things, this is take time to smell the flowers. You know, I'm like, if they're not covering honestly, I said, I'm going to be 62 here. Yes, no, I got her. I checked it back. I'm going to be 62, okay? So I'm 3 years from Medicare. And I told my husband, said, maybe once a year we have to go in for something, but we, been lucky. It's not been super major things. But my husband, he's been in just for that was take time to smell the flowers. 524-387. He's been just in because his arthritis flared up. And they literally, for just that, we took him in, and that's how he found out it was arthritis. It was like $2,000 on him, and he didn't even stay in the hospital. It was like, are you serious? All right, we are going to spin for Who's Going to Fill Your Shoes, the little girl. Give me a second to turn everything back on because the computer and the TV decided to go to sleep mode. No, I don't want backdrop. I want home. So we had on our you shut down. Come on. There we go. Mouse, will you work? Oh, okay, you're on that screen, so why are you there's my mouse. Okay, move everybody here. So let me double check. I have Carlene, Karen S, and Casey. Alright, that was hard. Kidding, my mouse didn't work. There's our bit. There we go. There we go. Oh, they do try and nail you. Congratulations, Casey. You got the Who's Gonna Fill Your Shoes little girl. No, they try and nail you with everything they possibly can. I want to know, though. Now, don't get me wrong. I know my husband was in pain when I took him to the ER. But when they gave him a medicine prescription, okay, for his arthritis, they gave him not morphine. I'm trying to think of what it was, like Demerol or something really strong. When I had surgery, they told me to take Tylenol, and when I said, don't you have anything for the pain, they gave me oxycodone, which really didn't do much. How is it they judge who should get pain medicine? Because I've been in the hospital where, I've had something major going on, and they give you no pain medicine. And then when I go with my husband, they give him like the strongest stuff possible. Is it just because he's a guy and they figure he needs something strong? I mean, don't get me wrong, I want him to not be in pain. But at the same token, it's like, where do they get that? Where do they judge that's how it's, you know? Alright, nobody came in for take time to smell the flowers. Let me move that. Alright, let's grab you. Let's see you. Ooh. That was scary. I thought everything was going to topple there. Alright, this one is I Love to Tell the Story. PM852. Yeah. No narcotics. Do I look like I'm going to be, you know, I'm in there for surgery. I don't think me asking if I can have something for the pain is abusing their system. They didn't even ask him. They're just like, oh. They are. So completely are. Because when I went in, and I told them what was going on, oh yeah, I know, like M&M's, you got it. I told them what was going on. Their lady's like, so you have basically just have a stomach ache. And I'm trying to explain to her, no, this is not a stomach ache. I know what a stomach ache is, but no. And then my husband's like, no, she's complaining of this. And then all of a sudden, well, we'll check this for you. And I'm like, are you serious? Oh, you talk about irritating. This is I Love to Tell the Story, PM852. I do have 2 of this one. They are both in boxes. It's really quite insulting. Yeah, no pulling. I would like to know that. That, you know. Let me put that in. I will tell you this. When my daughter went in, now mind you, when she went in, by the time they were done, she was in full-blown kidney failure. Like, she had to have surgery within a few hours. When she came in, she told them what was happening. I took the thing and knew it was kidney stones. They gave her, like, Tylenol. They gave her, like, Tylenol for the pain. And they're and they're telling her that, you know, this is the worst pain, blah blah blah. Tylenol did nothing. The kid was doubled over in complete tears. Then they bumped it up to like something else. Did nothing. And I finally looked at her and I said, give her something that's going to stop the pain. Don't just, we'll do this, we'll do that. They ended up giving her Army grade morphine or military grade morphine, which is the strongest that they can give according to them. And I'm like, why didn't you just do that to begin with? Because she got 3 different pain pills in her now. I'm like, the kid's never, she doesn't like taking medicine. Thank you so much. I'm like, why couldn't you just do that to begin with? Nope. They're gonna judge, base it on whatever they judged it on. It made no sense. If they're in pain and you know that this is gonna, what kind of pain this is. And I'm sorry, they do all those tests. Nope, they didn't. They started her out with like, literally with like Tylenol. They do all those tests. They know she's not, there's nothing in her system. Yeah. You do when you're in, I mean, I have more than once been to the doctor, and I love most of my doctors. Amy, I got you down on the I love to tell the story. I absolutely love most of my doctors, but I have been to the doctor and I very much have felt like you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're brushing me off as, oh, women exaggerate. It can't be like that. It can't, you're not listening to the damn thing I'm saying. You're really not. I'm like, I literally had a doctor laugh in my face because I'm like, all right, since, having this surgery, this, which is really weird to me, but this is what's going on. And the doctor laughed, well, I've never heard of that before. Does that mean it's not happening? Or is there, what could be causing it? She didn't even answer me. Didn't even answer me at all. Laughed in my face because I said, all right, this weird thing is going on. Is this something that you've heard before? Could this be something else? Nope. No answer, no concern. Just laughed in my face. This one is 520853. Yeah, no. What happened with Nikki is it got lodged in her canal or whatever. Oh, yeah, no fooling. It got lodged in her canal and was blocking everything. And her kidneys started swelling really, really bad. Yeah. The 520853, this is I belong to the Lord. That is our I belong to the Lord. And you want to know something? Yeah. That's what they did with Nikki. They had to keep giving her different payments. You want to know something that I have come to realize? Not the nurses, because the nurses have always been like totally fine. It's the doctors. But the female doctors are worse than the male doctors as far as listening. And understand. That's why I literally at this point, when I talk to my primary, now I get she's younger than me, but it's almost like it's dismissing what I'm saying, and it really, really bothers me. Okay. Five surgeries to remove it. Lucky for Nikki, she's only had the one, and they did the one surgery, and she's been good since then. Like you said, I've never had an issue with the nurse except for one, because I was like, that's it, I'm done. I've literally had doctors come in. I had one doctor literally come in and tell me they wanted to do a procedure, and I said no. I said, because my doctor had already figured out what the issue was and what caused all this stuff. And so I said, no, we're not doing that, because they wanted to go in through my neck and put a thing in my heart. And I said, no. And I had the doctor tell me, well, if you want to die, then you can get out. Then you can just leave. Go ahead and die on your own. I'm like, that's a doctor telling you that. 523576. Oh, 763. Okay. yeah, I mean, it's these horror stories that, you know, and like I said, most of my doctors I absolutely love, but I do not like to be dismissed. I do not like to make to feel what I'm asking is not valid. It may be silly to you because you deal with this all day long, but it's something that's new to me. It's not silly. I want to know, is this normal? Oh no, um it was literally because I'm like, no, I'm done. I'm leaving the hospital. I'm signing myself out, and I'm not having this surgery. And yeah, they had the surgeon doctor come in and tell me, and when I told my doctor about it, he's like, oh my god, this is this one is I can't spell success without you. Sorry, I guess I should have. That's the biggest thing is that, like I was telling my husband that the sad thing is like even like where he works and everything, um, our I belong to the Lord, which was 853. We didn't have anybody, right? Wait, I gotta go back and change. Oh, we did. 853. I got a spin for. Give me 1 second. Let me type this in. He's even telling my husband, even at his job, he works for a big company. Everything is done by just numbers. Like half the place, they don't know your name. Half of your bosses don't know your name. It's like you are literally just a number. And it's sad to really. All right, I have Karen and Carlene are 853. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nerve wracking thing in itself. But I get it. Yay. Okay. We got Carlene and Karen. If I can get my mouse to work. There we are. All right. Hey, how's that working? All right. This is for our what was 853? I belong to the Lord. That's a very hard decision. All right, that one went to Miss Karen. Congratulations. And Karen, I also have you for the I can't spell success without you. I don't think anybody else came in, but I do have a second one. Okay. It bothers me that, yeah, these doctors and nurses deal with, especially the doctors. Like I said, most nurses, I got nothing bad to say. Oh my God. I will tell you this. When I had Nikki, I wanted my tubes tied. And I told her that, and I was literally on the table, emergency C-section, having Nikki, and I said, since we have to do the C-section, I want they did not do it. She told me the reason she didn't, or the reason he didn't, because I did have a guy doctor, was because it was a time of emotion and I wasn't thinking clearly. And I said, no, I was clearly thinking I don't want any more children. My kids were 11 years apart. I did not want to have, another surprise, had my boy, had my girl. I didn't need, I knew what I wanted. But no, because it was an emotional time for me. This is Love Covers All. It's our little one doing her quilting. She's got her little needle in her hand, so. Oh, I'm sure. Oh, are you serious? They sent me home the same right after I had surgery. Like, I woke up from the anesthesia and they brought me to the room and they're like, all right, get dressed, you can go home. With some antibiotics and here's some ibuprofen. That's the thing. Like, I told my husband, because he's like, okay, that's twice now that you knew you needed to go to the hospital. And I said, yeah, because I clearly know my body. I know. I'm going to put Carlene and Amy's names in so that I don't. You know, but they act like you don't know what you're talking about. No, I know something is not right. Okay, just so I have them in there so I'm ready. Oh yeah. You know, they kept me for 4 days beforehand. It was the day of the surgery. Okay, now you're out. Okay. This one is the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. That's crazy that they made you go out of state and everything to do it. That's insane. This is the Lord giveth, the Lord taketh away. 100226. You know, it's a hard decision to make. You know, anything that alters your body in that way is a very hard thing to decide. And I mean, luckily, like you said, you do mammograms every year and you know, stay up on your checkups and everything. But it is. I mean, some people can make that decision easy. I don't know that I could. Okay, we're going to spin for our Love Covers All. Let me put this one in. I spelled it wrong. And that one is 100226. Alright, we are spinning for Love Covers All. Five C-sections. Wow. Luckily, I only had the C-section with Nikki, and that did go to Miss Amy. Congratulations, Amy, and thank you. The Lord giveth, Lord taketh away. I've got you, Jennifer. Okay. All right, this one is the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. 100196. You know what? It is hard when you don't understand it. Now, I will say this. My oncologist, blood doctor, super, super, like, down to earth. And when I say, I just start shaking my head, he's like, okay. And he'll put it in terms so I do understand it. You know, but some of them, yeah, they just kind of talk over you like, you know, like you're just kind of not really. Yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. This is the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. 100196. This is another one I know I have multiples on. Well, that's good. It's good that they're, hey, Miss Charlene, honey, how are you guys doing? I was saying a prayer for your whole family. It's good that they talk to you, but it's, I understand they have to give you the mumbo jumbo jargon, but explain it so people understand the whole scenario. Okay, and that is 100196. That one I have multiples, so we have Miss Karen S. and Miss Charlene. Okay. See, now my mom had she only had to have a partial removal with her cancer, and she never had to have the implants. Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, it does. It's your body. It's it's not only your body, but it's your mind that has to deal with the full scope of it. You know what I mean? Because you can get 1,000,001 opinions, but okay, this is the club that's out of this world. I am still alive. How'd it go, sweetheart? The club that's out of this world. C0012. I know you probably don't have the results. It takes a while to get them. C0012. That is the club that's out of this world. I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 boxes. The IV was the worst part. Next week. Oh my God. That seems like a long time to me. I love my my doctor because I literally, when I go in for like my blood tests and stuff, I go in the morning, and before I get home, mind you, it's like 15 minutes there, I have the results. The same with like if we do any like MRIs or CAT scans, it's all done through like a little app thing. You just got that one? Okay. This one is hey, Miss Monica. Well, you know I'm praying for you. I know it's devastating and hard. All right, this one is dropping over for Christmas. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I think 2026, we all just need a real nice prayer for all of us. Oh, sweetie, you are welcome. Like I said, I think we all just need, because honestly, with everybody I've talked to, there's stuff going on for everybody. You know, it's 2025 is not letting go. Let's put it that way. But I'm hoping it's just about all in the past. Speaking of which, I need to check something. Okay. Alright, cool. I'm waiting for a phone call. I think we all always need them. The spirit is willing, the flesh is weak, I said, is going to Karen and Charlene. Alright, this one is dropping over for Christmas. That is $A-235-$3. Okay. 1 month, nice. You know, Wayne and I were talking because. Oh, hang on, I'm gonna fall off my chair. Give me 1 second. Okay. Wayne and I were talking because I've always wanted to go on a cruise, but Wayne, you know, he's a people person, but not a people person, if that makes any sense. Like, he loves talking to people one-on-one, like you guys, because he knows you from the feed, so he's more, like, if he meets you, he's comfortable, but he's afraid of feeling trapped. And so we've never gone on one. So now he started talking, he's like, oh, I think maybe we should at least try it. We'll do a small one, like, you know, to the Bahamas or something simple. Oh, sweetheart. You hate people. Honey, you and my husband, so you can always bring a friend. This was a limited edition piece. It is a little girl she's got a little puppy dog in the blankie there. You're going for the concerts? Nice. Now, where are you going? What cruise is it? This is, you can always bring a friend. 527122. In the dream package. Now, when you go on a cruise, if you get one of them all-inclusive ones, is there stuff that's not included that you end up paying for? Like, or is all the food, you know, if you decide I don't know how it works, but if you decide, you know, you want to go eat some time or whatever, is it only, you can only eat between these hours? That's all that's included. If you want something different, it's extra? Or does that kind of stuff... Diamond Rio is playing. Ah. Okay. Alright, who did we have? I had somebody for dropping over for Christmas. I know I did. Hang on a second. We had Miss Amy for dropping over for Christmas. I got you, Miss Amy. You'll be doing a cruise in February? See, Wayne's like that. You pay for drinks and sodas, okay. Food is free. It says good free, but I'm thinking you mean food free. Where are you going on your cruise, Carol? And have you been on one before? I want people who've never been, like, only, had one cruise. It was their... Because I know some of you guys, I know some people who literally, if they could live on the cruise ship, would live on the cruise ship. Exactly. This is PM 861. And this one is Grandma's Prayer. You've been to about 7. That's what I thought. I know you. There's, like I said, there's a couple people I know. If they could live on the cruise ship, they would. Really? You're going in July? Nice. Where are you going, Karen? You're going to the Bahamas. Now, did you need to get your passport and everything to go to the Bahamas? Because that's the one Wayne's leaning towards. He said if he does it, it would be... Buffets are free, but I guess it depends on what cruise line and stuff you go on. This one is Grandma's Prayer. Mexico. You went to the Bahamas on Disney. Bahamas, really? Alaska. See, now I'd love to go to Alaska. Wayne thinks it's too far. It's going to be Royal Caribbean. Della, you went on Royal. I think that's the one that Wayne was looking at, was Royal. Really? You don't need a passport. Huh. That was one of the things that we, again, not knowing. Norwegian this time. Really? Okay. Well, I got 2 out of 3 of those. It turns out our marriage certificate is not the actual certificate. This is Once Upon a Holy Night. They don't do them anymore. So you guys would recommend a cruise, huh? 523836. This is Once Upon a Holy Night. Okay, so Tanya, you've been on the most. Passports are preferred. So Tanya, you've been on the most so far, I think. I may be wrong because I think Charlene's been on a few, but I don't know for sure. Might not be Charlene. It might have been Honey I was thinking of. But what cruise line do you recommend, and what cruise line do you avoid? This one was Once Upon a Holy Night. Okay, I've stopped really showing figurines. I'm more talking at this point. This has been one of the better days. I feel very relaxed and talking. What would you guys recommend, like cruise lines? Two Disney and 5 Carnival. See, now I've heard Carnival is the one you stay away from. E0008. Me, Disney, I'm all for it. I'm like, okay. Century, okay. And take cash. If they would let me. You loved it? Your 10th. Oh my God. Royal Caribbean, okay. They pamper you. See, that's what I want. I want it to be. Here's my thinking, okay? Um, I know, and unfortunately, I'm gonna have to try and go online because I was married in like Savannah, Illinois, which is 2 hours from here. Okay. This is a growing love. E0008. You know, I want it to be an experience that my husband will thoroughly enjoy because it's something I've always wanted to do, but I know he really is not a he he is one of those, how do I put it? Okay, this is a running joke because this is God's honest truth. Um, he is always one of those. If I go on it, the ship's gonna explode. Okay. You know, I keep telling, because he's like, I get seasick, or I don't swim, or he thinks. Let's put it this way: he thinks the Titanic. Still looking into it. Lots of walking. Really? Really? Yeah, see, I look at it as if we're gonna do it. Um, Wayne and I, we travel a lot for work. We do our pickups. We go to different places. But as far as like treating ourselves to a special vacation, we haven't done that in God knows how long. I mean, the closest was we went to Florida and we did a live by location feed, and then we stayed an extra couple days. So, Disney Princess and Royal Caribbean, huh? I see. I'm really wanting to, and I got to convince Wayne, and he's in that phase of I'll do it for you because, well, you were just sick, and then he thinks about what if you weren't here, and that was something you wanted to do, and I didn't do for you, and all those weird things. It's not that I'm scared. He's more scared than I am. Um, but I love what people always tell me, like, it's not only him, like my sister was just telling me, if I get on an airplane with you, it's guaranteed we're going to crash. I'm like, why? We've traveled on airplanes together before. Never had a problem. Why would you say that? You went to Alaska with your sister? Go with us? Yeah, see, I want to make it a memory and an experience for just us because, everything, I mean, you see in the middle of the feeds, my kids call me, or my granddaughter calls me because, she just got picked up from school. Grandma, do you want to do this? Or, I want something that is, we are completely 100% away. We haven't done it in so long that I think we kind of need that. Not like marriage wise, but I just think we need, with all the commotion. Do you know what I feel like right now? Um, I feel like right now I'm in the eye of the storm. Like you ever say, the hurricane is just whipping around me. It's what I feel like. You won't fly ever again. I'll let Wayne know if we decide. But that's what I feel like. It's like I feel like I'm in the eye of the storm, and all these things keep bashing me. It's like this comes and that's coming out and bashing me. Oh, my husband's home. Oh my God, I didn't even realize what time it was. You get on the ship in New Jersey? Yeah, if we do, it won't be till at least the summer. Because, too much craziness right now. But we've been talking about it. We've been looking at it. And this is a first for him because he does not like water. I mean, he likes to go fishing as long as it's by the dock or on like a pontoon or something where he feels comfortable. That's what I'm afraid of. Although I think I have roaming in my package. Oh, I'm sure of it. Yeah, no, I'm sure of it. Well, like I said, we've been talking about it. No phones. Yeah, that'd be the problem for us because, here's the thing. It is hard for us to believe that the kids we gave birth to are raising a child that they gave birth to. Like, I know those kids. I know it's only been 3.5 years, but they haven't killed her yet. But there are times where I'm amazed by that because I know those kids. So the whole no phones probably wouldn't work. Oh, that's true. Yeah, yeah. See, I've been to um, Canada several times, but other than that, I've not been out of the country. I've been all over the country. Troy doesn't like water either. Wait, what's not on international waters? Oh, your roaming doesn't work on international waters. That's true. I'd have to check into that. I don't know. Like I said, we've been talking about it. We just haven't decided. All right, listen. It is 4:30. You never felt the ship move, really? See, it's sounding more and more like something I want to do. But one thing at a time. It is 4:30 or just about 4:30. So I'm going to shut down for a little bit because I want to get my dinner ready to go in the oven. I am coming back because I still have 11 more boxes. But I'm just going to take a little bit of a break. So I will try and tag some people out. But if you guys watch for me, probably 6 o'clock my time. I'm Central, so East Coast is 7. Because I don't want to stay on too late, okay? And hopefully we'll see you guys in a little while. Thank you so much. And I appreciate it. We'll see you guys in a little bit.